Hello everyone, welcome to today's video lesson of solving multi-step equations. Now if you watch that Facebook Don't Call Me After Midnight video, that's the one that you should really watch. This one is 2-3, but it's not really up to snuff as the other one is. So you solve multi-steps with multiple steps. So it's not just one thing and you're done. It's 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. It's multiple steps. So I like to say solving an equation is like peeling back an onion or a rose. You work your way layer by layer, or, like corn, like pulling the corn fronds off. Like you're working your way in. Now, sure, it's going to be hard. Like you could dig deep in and pull off a part. But it'll be tough because there's multiple layers here. So we like to go layer by layer until you get to the center of the problem. So, example 1, solve multi-step equations. Solve for A. So the first thing I like to say is, A, work your way from the outside in. So if I have 2A minus 6 is equal to 4, I'm going to start away from the A, but on the same side. I see that I have a minus 6. The opposite operation would be plus 6. So I'm going to do that is called the addition property of equality. So then I rewrite it, I simplify. So when I simplify, I would get, drawing, 2A is equal to 10. Well, now my next step I see right here is I have 2 times A. The opposite of 2 times would be divide by 2 on both sides. Now, my reasoning to be able to do this would be the division property of equality. Now, I'll be honest, if you said multiplication, I'd be like, yeah, the same thing, because multiplication and division are pretty much the same thing. So then I would simplify and I would get A is equal to 5. I guess I could write simplify. So there's your 2 things you have to do in order to solve equations. Do the work and justify your reasoning. Well, there's a third thing you have to do. Check your solution. So you take the original equation right here, 2 times A plus 6 equals 4, and you're going to substitute for your value that you got. So the value we got was 5. So if we slowly start solving this, we get 10 plus 6 is equal to 4. Oh, I see where I made a mistake. All right, guys, I want you to find it right now. I'm going to fix it in 3, 2, 1. It wasn't plus 6, it was minus 6. So this should have been minus 6 right here. That's okay right now. So minus 6. So I was like, 16 doesn't equal 4. Why'd that happen? Let's go back and figure it out. And I was like, all right, as we were doing it, I was like, all right, what's going on? Oh, I wrote the wrong operation. So make sure that when you're doing this, you're doing the checking your solution, make sure you actually write the correct solution. The correct equation. All right, so I would get 4 is equal to 4. Is that true? Yes. Let's go on. Now, I'm going to tell you once again, you do not need to write the red stuff. Just take notes. Try to shorten it up. Do bullet points. Do something other than write that whole thing, because that's just horrible. The student council raised 2/5 of the money they need to cover the cost of the school dance with a bake sale. Well, that's nice. So 2/5 of the cost. So what if we say 2/5 of the cost? C. They raised an additional 150 selling raffle tickets. Okay, so they had 150 for raffle tickets. And if the student council raised 630, what's the cost of the dance? So 630, the council raised that much. All right, well, let's pause this for a second. I want you to think about what the equation could be. Let's wait. All right, so remember they raised 2/5 of the cost for the bake sale. So let's put bake 150 for the raffle, and they raised a total of 630. So that's going to be pretty much 2/5 C plus 150 is equal to 630. So once again, what we're going to do is we are going to solve this. But wait, there's more. But let's talk about it. Now, we could do several different things. We could either multiply by 5 to get rid of fractions, or we could subtract by 150. I'd rather subtract by 150, but from the fraction blast, or Facebook Don't Call Me After Midnight, we would see that, hey, you should do this way. It doesn't matter. Whichever way will get you the right answer eventually. So if we subtract this out, we get 530, 480 right here. 480 is equal to 2/5 of C. Now I can either multiply by 5/2 on both sides, or I can times 5 and then divide by 2. Well, in either case, these are going to simplify and go away. So I'd be left with C right here. Well, I'm not going to times 5 then divide by 2. I think I would divide by 2 first, so I'd get 240, and then I'd get times 5. So 240 times 5, 5 times 4 is 20, and then 5 times 2 is 10. So C is equal to 1,200. So they need to, the dance costs $1,200. That's a lot. Let's go on. All right, final example. Solve multi-step equations with letter coefficients. How are we going to solve this if we don't have a number? Okay, well, just take this really slowly for this, okay? We're going to subtract by 7 on both sides using the subtraction property of equality. After we do that, we'll get AX is equal to -2. Now wait a second here. What is that A doing to the X? We have to solve for X. What is the A doing? It's multiplying. So what's the opposite of multiplying? Division. So what is the opposite of times A? It's going to be divide by A. So if we divide by A on both sides, A divided by A would be 1. And -2 divided by A is -2 divided by A. You don't have to do anything else. It's that simple. So make sure that a lot of these times you don't have to do a lot of work. You just have to show what step you would do. All right, guys. It's 8 minutes in. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys in class. Bye.